Today our lesson about study the stats value. So we're gonna start with the mean. The mean is the average value of the sum of values to number of values. So if we have an example like this, 2, 3, 6, 4, and 5, this is the sets of the value. So we want to calculate or estimate the mean. The mean, it will be equal just this rule, the sum of the value. It means 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 4 plus 5 over the number of values 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the sum, it will be 20 over 5. Then the final result, it will be 4. So this is the average of the mean. The mean, it means the average of the value. Values or the simple frequency distributions. So again, that's the mean, it will be the sum of values over the number of values. So we have an example for this data. If we have a table like this, this table contains sets and frequency. Sets, frequency. Depend on the number, it will be 10, 20, 30, 40. And the total of frequencies 8, 12, 14, 9, 7, the total, it will be 50. Then we have the sets 10, 2, 20, 22, 30, 32, 40, and we so on. So the center of set, as we studied before, the center of sets equal lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Then if we have this number 10 plus 20, for example, over 2, it will be 15. So the center offset here, it will be 15. 20 plus 30, it will be 25. 30 plus 40, it will be 35. And so on. The increase, it will be the increase of 10, then it will be 45, then 55. So we will make the table between these elements. We have 4 columns, it will be sets here, and center of sets, and take the symbol X, then frequency, it will be the symbol of f. Then the product of the value of the center time frequencies of this, then the sets, it will be 10, 20, 30, like in the table, 40, 50. Then we want to have a total of the value of frequency and the sum of x cross f. Then the center of sets, as we make it before, 10 plus 20, it will be 15, 20 plus 30, it will be 25, then 35, then 45, 55, as we make it before. Then the frequency, it will be taken from the table, it will be 8, 12, 14, 9, 7. Then the total we have, it will be 50. Then the cross of multiply x times f, it will be 15 times 8, it will be 120. Then 25 times 12, it will be 300. Then 35 times 14, it will be 490. Then 45 times 9, it will be 405. Then 55 times 7, it will be 385. Then we will make the sum of this value by using calculator, it will be 1700. Then the mean of the value equal sum of this product over sum of f, it will be equal 1700 divided 50. Then by using calculator, it will be 34, the value that we want to have. Here we want to find the mean distribution. So this is the calculation of the mean, and this is the rule of the mean value. If we have a value, we can simplify with this rule. Our next point, it will be depend on the median. We study in the last year the median, and we know the median, it will be the middle value of set. So the middle value of sets is depend on arranging, and this arrange depend on, it will be ascending or descending. And if we want to make a range, it is better to take ascending, like this example, 2, 3, 6, 4, and 5. We will make the range of this value at first, so it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have 5 numbers. It will be the order of the middle value of the median. It will be in the third order. The third order of this value, it will be 4. So the median will be equal 4, and 4 is the third order of of the values. So make it a range at first, then calculate these numbers by skipping one from here and one from here, one from here and one from here. The left one, it will be for the middle way between these values. Then if we have the even value like this, and for example 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, and 7. The number of values here is an even number. Even number, we have 6 values. By making a range 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the middle value, it will be the 2 in the third order and fourth. Then in this example, we make the sum of these two values divided by 2. It will be 9 to 2. It will be 4.5. So if we have the even numbers, we will make the sum divided by 2. And if we have the odd numbers of value, like these 5 values, we will take the middle value between these sets. So this is the median that we studied last year. Another example, it depends on the graph of the median. If we have example like this between the sets of marks, and number of students, so 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, the total 2, 5, 8, 19, 14, 2, then the total of these study numbers will be 50. Then you want to make the find the median mark of the student. In this way, we want to make a table for the upper boundaries of the sets and the lower boundaries of the sets. So it means that we have the two curves depend on the upper and it depends also on the lower. So we have the two tables here between the two values. Another table, we want to have a numbers. Upper boundary, frequency, lower boundary, and frequency. So we want to make this value for ascending like upper and descending depend on the lower. So the value less than 0, it will be 0 numbers of frequency less than 0 here. and the value less than 10, it will be less than 10, it will be taking this value, it will be 2. The value less than 20, so make the additions between the previous value, 2 plus 5, it will be 7, and the value less than 30, it will be the sum of this value, 2, 5, and 8, it will be 15, and less than 40, it will be the sum of this value, it will be 34, less than 50, it will be the sum of 14, 19 plus 8 plus 5 plus 2, then it will be the value of 48, and this boundary it not end with 50, it end with the upper boundary, it will be 60, so the less than 60, it will be the value of the sum of this value, and this value is the total, it will be 50. The lower value here we find in ascending order, and the lower boundary depend on 0 or more, greater than 0, 0 and more, then it will be the total frequency here, 0 and more, it will be the 50, and make subtraction for the also 10 and more, it will be subtract from 52, it will be 48, 20 and more, it will be subtract also 5 from 48, it will be 43, 30 and more, 43 minus 8, it will be 35, then 40 and more, it will be the subtraction of this value, it will be 16 by subtraction of 35 minus 19, it will be 16, and here 50 and more, it will be the value of 2, 16 minus 14, it will be 2, 60 and more, it will be 0. This value is the descending order of the median. So we want to have this value on the curve like this. Here the axis of vertical, horizontal, and vertical. Here in the horizontal axis, it will be sets, and in the vertical, it will be frequency. Then the value starts here from 0 from both sides. Then we make the grid this or the grid of this value, it will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Then the value of frequency and the total number, it will be 50. So we will make it from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here is the value. We want to plotting this value on the curve, on the map that we have. So this value, the 0 with 0, will be start here, and 10 with two value. We make like this two value like here, and 20 go to the 7 before 10, and 30 with the value of 15 with the middle way between 10 and 20 like this, and 40 it will be on 34, think like this. 50 it will be the curve of here, bend of 48, like this, and 60 it will be on 50. So this is the ascending curve of the increase of the value that we make it here. So we want to draw this with different color. By connecting the points with your pen. Like this. Then we want to plotting our value depend on the descending order. So 0 it will be 50, 10 it will be 48, like here, then 20 it will be 43, so our value it will be differs. Then 30 it will be on 35, and 40 it will be on the 16, it will be the value of 16. Then 50 it will be on 2 like this. Then 60 it will be on 0. So we want to connect this value with different color. So by connecting this value, like this, the intersection point between these two value, it will be here. By extension, this value, by extension, this value, we will find that if we want to have the value here, it will be approximately the median here, it will be approximately 36. So the median of two curves depend on the upper boundaries of ascending orders and lower boundary depend on of descending order. Okay, this is the median of the marks depend on the curve and the two tables of lower boundaries and upper boundaries. So we want to have another example depend on the mood. We studied before the mood. The mood is the most common value, most common values. For example, if we have 2, 3, 2, 1, 5, and 2, we will find that the most repeated number, it will be 2. So the mode here, it will be 2. Then we want to make it in graph. If we have example like this, and he gave me the number, sets of marks, number of pupils, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and the total of the number. So the number 16, 24, 30, 10, and 100. So you want to make the find the mode mark for these pupils. So we want to draw this on the histogram. So we have the histogram like this. The relation between frequency on the vertical line and the horizontal, it will be on the sets, depend on sets. Then the value starts here with 0, then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60, like here. And the value, the greatest value, it will be 30, so we'll make it on the timetable 5, 0, 5 to adjust our scale. 25, then 30. So we will make plotting this point like this. So we want to have 16 in the value of the center between 10 and 20. I will make it easy to draw this point. So we want to plotting this 16 between 10 and 20. So I don't make it be the middle between. So I will take it 10, we want to 16, and then take the value to 20. Then I want to have a point between 20 and 30. It will be 24, like this. And we have another value here. Then 40, 30, 30. It will be the maximum value. It will be 30, and another 30 here. Then 40, 40 to 50, it will be a point on 20, like here, 20 to 20. Then the value here depend on 10, 10 on 50, 10. So we want to draw this value as a histogram for the selection to be accurate. Here, it will be the point here to be more accurate. The point here and here. So also make it the line, another line, another line, another line. Then connect this value with this. So the intersection point, the vertex of this line, it will be drawing like this. The intersection point between this value, it will be here. So we will make the connections of this value by our scale here. So we will make the value to be in the accurate way. So this value, it will be described by mainly approximately, with not on the middle, not on the 35, before 35. So this value is a mode. So our mode of the mark, it will be approximately 34 marks, the most common marks that we have. So this is mode of by drawing by histogram. So thank you for watching this video for our unit depend on the stats value. Thank you.